What is up, YouTube? Thank you for clicking this video. You are watching the Betta vlog, the only Betta vlog that is secretly about shrimp. Especially this video, it will be mainly about shrimp. I hope you guys are all doing well this year. I hope you'll be able to spend the holidays with your loved ones. I know I will be spending the holidays with my loved ones because they are over here. So let's take a look, shall we? So this shrimp tank is a bit crowded. It has a lot of plants in it, but it is thriving. And in January this year, that's almost 12 months ago, I started out this tank with 18 Neocaridina Davidii Blue Dreams out in this tank. I did not know what I was doing. So the population really declined. I had some babies, but I had more die off than that I raised shrimp to adulthood in a good way. So the population went from 18 down to just 4, and I only had 1 female left. But I took some lessons and I actually fixed my water parameters, and look at this activity. I like counting them. I counted over 70 of the Blue Dreams. As you can see, I have some Tangerine Tigers here as well. But just the Blue Dreams alone are over 70 shrimp, and the babies are so small that it's pretty safe to say that if you count 70 shrimp, you get at least 10% more. So we are actually approaching the 100 Blue Dream mark. I also got a shrimp net, finally. It's pretty long. Woo! Which means I will be able to select shrimp soon. Because most of my shrimp keeping days, I was not in a position to make any meaningful choices. It was just getting the parameters right, but at the moment I have enough shrimp to work with. I have my shrimp net over there, and I have some spare tanks. Never mind this breeding project, by the way. I have some spare tanks doing nothing, so I think I'll be setting up one of these soon. So I got myself a chopping stick for my pointing pleasure, and let's talk about the options that we have. Let's get the reflection right. Hang on, I might just turn out the light and see how that goes. So let's have a look at what we got here. As you can see over here in the back, not this guy, but the one in the back, I would consider that to be more of a blue jelly. Let's see if we can get him to focus. He's moving around. That's I would say that's like a blue jelly, because it's a really light colored blue. It's pretty translucent. It's hard to focus because he's moving a lot. It's an active, healthy shrimp, but this guy would be a call in my book. Or I could just only select those shrimp and try to make a blue jelly line, with them all being translucent, almost like ultraviolet type of blue. So that's one option we could go for. Let's have a look at where the big guys are eating. Focus. Let's see if we can find a good example, like this guy over here. You can see here, could probably be classified as a blue jelly as well. It has a little bit more color, but if you see this shrimp, you notice he has a black head and he has a black tail. That's called Rili, the Rili trait. You have the Rili trait actually in multiple colors, so we could go for a blue Rili line. We would only select shrimp that have a black head and a black tail. But then there is an interesting choice to make, because the part in the middle can either be blue. This one has a translucent blue, but we could either select the shrimp to become like translucent, then you would get what's called a carbon Rili. But then you would basically breed out all the blue, and you would go with just a black head, a black tail, and a translucent body. Look at this female. She is ready to pop. So that's one other option. Like with the Rili trait, you could go like two ways. You can go like, look at this guy. This guy has like a translucent mid part. Like it still is black. Like the coverage is not that good, but it still is black. His head has some black. Like, this probably would be a cool anyway. Maybe this is a better example, like the one over here with the black head and then the blue body. But then again, we would need to find some black tails to go with that. So this is another example of a shrimp. I believe this one is buried. He has some translucency in his middle parts, like in the middle, but overall this is a pretty dark shrimp. Like it's a dark color of blue. The coverage on the tail is decent. So that's another option to go for a blue Rili with just the blue color. I do believe I have some shrimp with the rust trait as well. Let me see if I can find one. I think I only have like a few. Like here's, over here is another buried female glowing away from the camera. I don't think I see any shrimp with the rust trait. But there is a lot of culling to do. Like, see this guy again? This will be a cull. But a lot of shrimp, like the one over here, like this is a good example of what a Rili shrimp could be. Don't hide, don't you hide. Oh, you want to hide your Rili parts, don't you? You can be famous on YouTube. Be quiet. Well, it's pretty hard to show him, but you get the idea. So I need your help, guys. Like this is the genetic material I have. Like this all comes from one shrimp that got me a lot of babies, and this is the material I have to work with. Like I could go either way. I could breed my shrimp to be very blue. I could also breed them to be as dark as possible, so we would get a Sakura shrimp, which looks pretty cool as well. But I am inclined to go for the Rili trait, which is, a few of them have pretty decent Rili genetics. Like this guy here, like he is a bit darker on camera than in real life, but he has a blue mid part. So let me know in the comments below if you would like me to go for the blues and just blue shrimp, or breed them to be as dark as possible so they become like black shrimp, or for the Rili with either the translucent or the blue mid part. I would love to hear your thoughts. I will start selecting probably in the new year, which is already pretty close, because it's really time to make this tank an actual cull tank and see what kind of shrimp we can select, and hopefully make a stable line of either Rilis, I don't know, or just blue or just Sakura shrimp. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.